Let's do it, gang. It's your boy back at it again with another Castlevania Multiworld Rando. The way that this works is we're using Archipelago to combine Symphony of the Night and Dawn of Sorrow together in one connected randomizer world. There are 399 total checks in Symphony of the Night, 125 in Dawn of Sorrow. So items in Dawn of Sorrow can get sent over to Symphony of the Night to help me progress there. Items in Symphony of the Night can help me progress in Dawn of Sorrow. The last time we did this, I didn't fully complete Dawn of Sorrow because I messed up the settings. But this time around, it should be more complete. So we're going to be beating both games in full today. Let's go, gamers. All right. Let's go, gamers. We're so back. So we're going to start in Symphony of the Night because Symphony of the Night has more total checks. Let me set up my save file while I'm at it. Symphony of the Night has more total checks. Just don't get too distracted by Dawn of Sorrow animating in the background. It's fine. We'll get to Dawn of Sorrow probably pretty soon, to be honest with you. Let's get started in... 3, 2, 1, go! All right. So yeah, 2 games at once. What's the worst that'll happen? Yeah, if you guys are wondering what'll happen, like if I want to switch games, I have to do a couple of clicks. I have to swap my overlay. I have to swap the sounds and then swap controllers. So if I wanted to swap to Dawn of Sorrow, for example, and just, sign my name, there we go. That's my name. There you go. We'll get you guys something a little more chill to look at in the background, and back to SotN. So that's what swapping games is going to look like. I'll keep the Onyx, I guess. Assuming, did I turn on random start? Yes, I did. All right, where are we starting? Second castle, but also close to the first castle. So I think we're looking for secret boots. There's the quick grab. I needed that for my psyche, for my own ego. Purple Alucard, let's go. Also, I want to make sure that the tracker... seems to be... Uh-oh. Hold on one second here. Okay. After turning everything back off and back on again... there we go. SotN found their life vessel. So we are connected to both games, which is good. We need to do every item check in the game, though, is the thing. And the question is, do we want to stay in Second Castle? Because there's 10 million checks here in the Second Castle. I don't know if it's even in logic to do these checks in Second Castle. I'm not sure. But we'll see. But in the meantime... yo! Heart Vessel! PogChamp. I will say the one thing Archipelago does have that Symphony of the Night Randomizer still to this day doesn't do is it does have a... it has logic for every single item in the game as opposed to very specific items. Hello? Thank you. Like, it has logic for every single item in the game. To be fair, a lot of the items are, how you say, redundant or unnecessary. As far as, like, we don't need to put a lot of these items in logic. But people like when there's more things to do, so. Whenever we see a money bag on the ground, just chilling there, or secret boots on the ground, that is an item that gets sent to the other game. So if you look at the tracker right here, it should say SotN sent Kotetsu to... Dawn of Sorrow, and it popped up in the bottom left corner here, the Kotetsu. So the randomizer is indeed sending stuff between games. Although SotN is a greedy little boy who has everything for himself. So yeah, the top tracker that says connected, Dawn of Sorrow connected, Symphony of the Night connected, that shows the number of item checks I have done in each game. So Symphony of the Night has a total of 399 item checks. That includes bosses, relics, and all items. Melon got sent to Dawn of Sorrow. Oh, the timer is covering the items down there. Either way. So I could go back to first castle now. However, I think staying in second castle is not a bad idea. We can do the boss while we're here. Let's save the game. Do Karasamon. I don't know what the logic is, because the way that Archipelago works is it does create a step-by-step logical chain to beat the game. The question is this stuff considered in logic, yes or no? Is this considered like early steps in logic, yes or no? I don't know. The Gram is fantastic, though. I will take that. Let's do it. Do I run Pop Tracker? I just know every item location in Dawn of Sorrow. At this point. I've done enough Dawn randos that I know them. I should, realistically, if I wanted to be safe, download the Pop Tracker or like the Universal Tracker or something. Because those do exist for Archipelago. I, however, am both lazy and overconfident in my abilities to remember all the locations in Dawn of Sorrow. SotN is easy. I could do every item check in SotN in my sleep. Peanuts! Let's fucking go. I think these you could possibly miss out on, yeah. Like Hippogriff Soul. That's a missable item. I just sent Hippogriff Soul to Dawn of Sorrow. But if you let it disappear, I think you're fucked. So, a little bit of SotN knowledge for you. Rahab Soul! Okay. And Killer Clown Soul. So, I should also mention Go Mode for both games here. In Symphony of the Night, I'm just looking for, what's it called? I'm looking for Vlads, all 5 Vlad relics and Holy Glasses to kill Dracula. In Dawn of Sorrow, I'm looking for Mina's Talisman so I can enter the Abyss, and I need Flight in order to progress through the Abyss. We already have Flight. We have Hippogriff. So I literally need Mina's Talisman, and I'm technically in Go Mode for Dawn of Sorrow. So, granted, will I be able to beat Dawn of Sorrow at level 1 with no extra items or anything? Probably not. And it also is a little bit of a needle in the haystack situation for finding specifically Mina's Talisman. So, we'll see, we'll see. The problem is I have so many things to do in SotN, I don't know at what point should I go over to Dawn of Sorrow and look for stuff there. Like, realistically, I could full clear second castle right now. Outside of, like, a handful of items that require, like, Mist, I think is the only thing gating me, and a Demon Card. So Mist and Demon Card are the only things that gate me from checks in second castle, I'm pretty sure. There's one-time spawns, and the game does not check whether you get them or not. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Archipelago runs, like, a different, like, handler for that or whatever. I might be using the term wrong. Terror Bear! Dude, we have the best weapon in the game for Dawn of Sorrow. Yeah, I don't know if Archipelago, like, keeps the items or causes them to respawn or something, or if they just disappear forever. I have no clue. If they disappear forever, that's really brutal. But to be fair, from my understanding, most Archipelagos, especially not the, like, officially supported ones, like the ones that are, you know, the Archipelago website endorses, there's some jank in all of them, from my understanding. Or there's, like, workarounds or soft locks or whatever. But the thing that you can do as well is you can just forcibly give yourself items. Archipelagos have a lot of quality of life stuff to just, like, prevent you from getting completely stuck. Most people just honor system to not have to deal with that, I'm pretty sure. So, Spoiled Milk got sent to Dawn of Sorrow. Yep. Archipelago makes the checks happen when you break the wall/container. Oh! That is one way to do it then, yeah. Well, that's one solution. Karma coin, chat. You already know. Oh no, I misclicked! I misclicked to run ads instead of start a prediction. Why are they right next to each other? If you see ads right now, I am so sorry. Genuinely so sorry. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oops. My bad. Hey YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You're not seeing any ads right now. Shit, man. Oops. Sometimes you make a big oopsie. Sometimes you make a big oopsie, and that's okay. Life is about learning from your mistakes and sending people to the ads dimension sometimes. Ah! Well. Ah! I guess if you got a Prime sub, now's not a bad time to drop it. Gives you ad-free viewing. God damn it, man. Why are they right next to each other? Also, gravity boots. That's huge. So, I'm not sure if that's in logic right now since we spawned in Second Castle. I don't know. Or if it's intended that we get a different version of Flight and then come back. That's honestly a question that I have right now. Either way. We have gravity boots if we want to go back to First Castle, which is not a terrible idea. Alrighty. Trying to think if I need to do any extra item checks. I think the answer is no. Because I don't think the extra scenic checks are in this. I think it's literally just items. God damn it. I need to practice, like, single backdash quick grabs. Because all the ones that I do in any percent are double backdash quick grabs because they're more consistent for me and easier. But being able to do single backdash quick grabs is going to be important for, like, randos and stuff. Scenic is a location extension for the SotN.io randomizer, and I'm fairly certain that Archipelago does not follow those. Archipelago just does every item in the game. Scenic adds stuff that are not, it's not at items, it's at locations. So, for example, the telescope room in Outer Wall, that can spawn a relic. Where in, you know, normal SotN, that would never be a relic. Oh my god. Guys, I need that. First try? Yeah, we take those. Haven't had to do this in a while. Shoutouts to the front slide. Early Akmadon here. Ow. I should be concerned, yeah. I probably should have fought this guy the normal way. Because I don't want to get poisoned, because then I can't regen MP, so... Nope. Come on. Stop. I just have to start the loop. I'm not very good at this, and this is definitely a skill that I need to practice. Talisman. Okay. I mean, whatever. We do get a little bit spoiled on what the drop is going to be, but... What? I heard that the way SotN is coded, you can't replace the health max-ups from bosses in Rando. Can Archipelago do that? Well, first of all, Archipelago is doing that. And who told you that you can't replace the life max-ups from bosses? Yeah, that might be outdated info, to be honest with you. Yeah, that might be like some old shit. God damn it. There we go. Wiggle on through, and we're good. Yeah, replacing an item for another item is just easier. But now that I'm thinking about it, Archipelago, I'm not sure how they handle... They must have, like, something going on to add extra memory slots or something. I forget how it works. It was explained to me, and I'm also not very smart, so... Because the old, way that the randomizer handles, like, progression items being added into locations is that it has to remove items. I guess Archipelago does it by adding, like, money drops or whatever. Or something? I don't know, actually. Something doesn't make sense in my brain. Oh, God. Dude, I'm level 26, and I feel like I'm getting absolutely blasted by everything. Yeah. Okay. It makes me wonder if we don't need to delete items anymore for progression items. Because if that's the case, that would be kind of nice, just to keep more item checks like available per seed. Life max up. But I also don't know how that exactly works and if Archipelago is doing something specific to keep that. So I can go back to First Castle, but there's not really anything stopping me from exploring more here, to be honest with you guys, so... Ow. Dude. The damage is crazy. Some stages have unused slots. Interesting. Good up, Phantom. How's it going? I'm doing all right today. We're playing some Archipelago, solo Archipelago gaming. The most fun you could have without friends. That last item didn't send. Whatever that $25... There it is, Truffle. It was just stuck in the loop. Whoa. Asgal, leave me alone. All right? Buster, we're not doing this right now. I can use the pop tracker to show people relics and items. Do you see how many things are on the screen right now? Where would I put that, Ren? Where would I put the relics and items? I don't think it's necessary. Unless you guys really need to see which relics and items I have at any given time. Because that means I'd have to get rid of something else. Lucky Charm and $50. Huh. It was a $50 bag that literally sent $50 over to... Okay. Infinite money glitch. Let's go. Put up some Subway Surfers? That's what I'm thinking, yeah. I have a Monster Vial. And a Karma Coin. And Neutron Bomb. Neutron Bomb's just not very strong. I don't think I need to do that here. We get backseat better if we use the relics. Well, first of all... If anything, if this prevents people from backseating, that's probably for the best. Because no offense, chat, but y'all don't know shit about dick. So I'll be fine. Yeah, no offense, but you're just kind of like an ugly, stupid bastard and no one likes you. But no offense, though. Yeah, this talisman's going crazy, though. None taken. And our reward is... Resist Holy. Alright, well. Alrighty, there's still more items left here, but it's fine. You don't know shit about Dick, just earned the follow? Let's fucking go. Little do you know, but I've actually been streaming for well over a decade, waiting for you specifically, Alma, to show up and appreciate that joke. So actually, now that you're here and my job is done, I think we're done streaming, guys. All right. Well, see you next time, guys. Actually, no, I'm done. I'm never coming back. We done it. We have finally finished needing to stream. This was the whole point. Wow. That was cool. Thank God my stream's gone. Whew. Yeah, click end streaming there. Now they're all gone. They don't even see me playing the rest of this fucking game. I can finally tell how I really feel about streaming, dude. It's so stupid. Like, why would you sit there and watch someone play a video game when you could just play a video game yourself? I'm also 10,000 years old, by the way. I'm an ancient, decrepit person who doesn't understand the concept of entertainment. Badlier. Check out the perfect 50-50. Let's fucking go. All right, Asgal. How about you go fuck yourself? He's even laughing at the joke. All right, let's get out of here. Alrighty, guys. There's only one thing that can save me versus this horde of Minotaurs. And it's Tails! It missed! Alright, pack it up, pack it up. Sorry, chat. It was Tails. If you were hoping for good news, it's not coming, sadly. Speaking of not good news, I'm trapped. Should I go around? No, it's worse if I go around. Did I forget an item in the top left? Yeah, there's an item in the top left. It is strange having to think about doing all item checks, because most of the time the items in the Reverse Coliseum are just nothing in every other rando format. We actually get to chill in this. Oh my god, a luck potion. Just what I needed. Bro. Was there a reason to pick it up? Not really. But it was fun. I'm also going to save the game in case I die, because the Coliseum is kind of scary. Vote Tails and never lose. It's just that easy. Tails never fails. It never fails. If anything, you are the... If Tails doesn't show up, that means you failed Tails. Because Tails can never fail. I want to make that abundantly clear. Tails can never fail. Yo, Vinny. How's it going? All right, time to die to Minotaurs, unless I'm a god. Okay, I'm no longer a god. Hello? Summon Spirit? They patched it out of the game? All right, that wasn't that hard, actually. That was not godlike by any means. White Dragon? What are they? Is that me? Haha. They put me in the game, guys. Ice Brand. Part of me wonders if the gravity boots that I got in SotN, does that lead me to anything in First Castle? Is that what it wants me to do? Alternatively, we also got Hippogriff in Dawn of Sorrow, which could be anything. Like, there's a million checks that Hippogriff unlocks. So that could be it as well. I'm just not sure where it wants me to go yet. I think it's just going to be a lot of blindly checking locations and stuff. Five more defense. In the second castle, that matters, for sure. All right. Do your worst as I frame through you. Okay. So far, I don't think we're forgetting any item checks, and even if we are, they're probably not that important. Yeah, there's no item here. I'm thinking First Castle. There's all of these items which are going to be annoying to check, but whatever. Diamond, we're rich. Opal, we're more rich. What was that item that just fell on my head? I didn't see what it was. It disappeared too fast. Gold ring. Let's go. Another opal. Oh my god. The chapel's full of rings. Karma coin, chat. I have to survive. For you. For the gamble. Talisman proc saved our ass, by the way. That would have been a lot of damage. We probably wouldn't have died, but I mean, we have plenty of HP, thankfully. Mods, run it back. Show them the gamble. Oh my. Okay, so one of the things about Archipelago that I've noticed, I'll run the prediction, it's fine, is that a lot of items get reused. It seems like the pool of items itself is not the full pool of items. in archipelagos. There's like a limited pool of items for some reason. Also, I cannot progress further to the left here because I don't have Jewel of Open. What if, and hear me out, this is a crazy idea. What if I find Jewel of Open in Dawn of Sorrow? It's possible. Let's take a look. I think this is a fair time to swap over. All right, Dawn, what do we got? We got stuff. I have the Mistalin, Kotetsu, and Terror Bear. Lucky Charm. They're after me, Lucky Charms. Unironically, Terror Bear might be better. Mistalin, I think, does holy damage, but it's bad in this game. I don't know. Also, I'm realizing the game audio is a little bit quiet here. There we go. That might be actually a tad bit loud. Maybe just one down. Yeah, it does do holy damage. So yeah, because we started with Hippogriff, we found it in Dawn of Sorrow. Oh, we can check items like this. Like this. Imagine it's Jewel of Open. Watch this. Resist fire. You know, close enough. But if it was Jewel of Open, I would have looked like a fucking mega giga genius. All right? Mega giga genius. Do 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 do. I didn't need to kill that guy, but I did just to prove a point. To strike fear into their hearts. Whoa! Bro, this eye is peeping. Come on, baby, come on, baby. We got Toadstool. PogChamp. Skelerang is a menace anyways, yeah. That item didn't send. That item didn't send. It's probably just stuck in transit. Buffalo Star and Potion. Okay. So if I remember correctly, yeah, we are gated from fighting stuff until we find the magic seals. However, we don't need to fight that guy yet, technically. War Fatigues is better. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Oh, Magic Seal 1. I was like, that doesn't look like Magic Seal 2 to me. Yeah, well, we can turn around. It's probably in logic for me to turn around. Wait, is there always water here? Oh, I have Rahabsol. Which does allow me to get this, which is, of course, Iron Ball, which is in logic. Huh? Do I have to press the switch or something? Why is that gated? What the fuck? That's weird. I wonder if that's there to prevent you from breaking logic or something? Werewolf. Yeah, I don't need to do backdash cancels anymore. I can do front dash cancels. Man, I love balls. Balls is pretty strong. Are the bosses randomized? Doesn't look like it. The enemies don't seem to be randomized either. I wonder if you could drop a enemy rando seed into Archipelago and if it would be able to handle it. AP item. What was that? Life Vessel? Oh, nice. Like, I wonder if that's one way to change the shit around. Come on, I know you can make this jump. It's like pixel perfect. Nice, huge. Granted, I know I can fly. I just did that for my own, you know what I mean? That gate is normally there in Vanilla Dawn when the water is up. You might be correct. You're probably just correct. Let's go check the shop. Hammer, show me what you got. Calabog, very expensive though. Wait, is my Mistolin worth that much? I'll sell that shit with no hesitation if that's the case. God damn, the Blicky's expensive. Dude, everything's so expensive. What in the Maybe I don't want to sell this, actually. It's the only thing that's... I mean, the Kotetsu's worth 7.5k, but that doesn't mean shit in this economy. God. Even a combat knife is 4,800. Dude, what is going on? Inflation hit fucking the... Castlevania like crazy in 2036 or whenever the year is that this is supposed to take place. Is this what we have to look forward to in the future? Goggles. Neck warmer, leather armor. That's a lot of defense. Unironically, yes. I will take that. The game said I'm poor. I truly am. Shield potion. There's another thing behind the paranoia soul. Zombie? Not even randomized. So paranoia is required for that guy. Whatever that item is. Just in case I get a soul drop or something. It's not even worth going out of my way to pick up the $1 on the ground, bro. Shit's too expensive. That makes sense why that... Yeah. You have to press this switch and that opens up the other... I understand now. Thank you, Riddick. So proportion-wise, we've done 16 checks in Dawn of Sorrow. 16 out of 125. That's like about a little over 10%. SotN, on the other hand, has done about... What is that? Like double that. Ooh, Mystic Pendant's a good find. For SotN, we can double our MP restoration. Yeah, I want to try and keep the game somewhat even in total checks if I can, just to prevent one game from just like running away with it. But we'll see. Can't math at 3 a.m. It's okay. Math is banned anyways. We don't do math here. Yeah, I'm killing most things just to try and get soul drops right now. Killer Clown's not like a bad soul by any means. But there are obviously better ones out there. Oh, that looks like a key item. Because I think that's what the arrow up means that it's a key item. So Alchemy Lab, or Wizardry Lab, I should say. Remember to come back here with a good soul, if possible. Or I'll have to go all the way around, which requires going pretty deep in logic there. I could try and skip it if I find a dagger, like a Cuddall or something, or Syncodia. Both are quite good for the potential of skipping logic there. So this is the other boss that's locked by Seal 1. I think every other boss is Seal 2 or higher. So it's possible that Seal 1 is early in logic to then get to the next step here. And then whatever this is where we're supposed to progress afterwards. Because I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a somewhat linear chain of progression. So I'm trying to think about the logic a little bit while doing these randos. Banging song for this fight. Easy peasy. And our reward is Heart Vessel. I'm soft locked. Cool. You know, maybe that's a good as time as any to say, you know what? That's fine. We saved beforehand, so we're not really losing progress, but it's just annoying. All right, back to SotN. You have disappointed me. Can you just sleep? Oh, maybe. No, actually, because you're considered in a boss fight. So no, you cannot sleep. I'm excited for Belmont's Curse just because of the soundtrack potential. True. That is one of the things that I have yet to see people talk about. Ooh, heart refresh. Hey, let's go beat the game. As soon as we find Soul of Bat or Mist Power of Mist, we technically can beat the game. So that's fun. Yeah, in boss fights, you're not allowed to go sleep. Meow. I do want to go down, actually. Yeah, let's do it this way. Because it's just easier to go back this way. Ow. See, the problem is that's a lot of damage, and I don't like that. Can you please? Thank you. The other thing I'll do for Dawn of Sorrow is I'll stop the anime background from playing the entire time. Because it might be distracting for folks. We're probably going to get DLC. I mean, we live in a world where most games that are successful do end up getting DLC because it's just quote-unquote free money for the publishers. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Have I tried asking them to be more gentle with Alucard? You know, I don't think I have. Maybe I should try that strategy. Could you please be nice to me? Nope. Didn't work. It was Dawnway surfers. Next up, we're going, I guess, reverse Alchemy Lab, probably. Also, if I remember correctly, the way that the randomizer handles key items and such is that they are held, like, on the server side. So if you lose progress, you should be able to get them back. Nice job, me. Dude, Talisman is actually coming in clutch. The other thing I should put on before I forget is I remember we got the Mystic Pendant. Did we get anything else worth putting on? No. Okay. I mean, our damage isn't bad. Our options are not that bad. We just don't have any S tier weapons or items or anything yet. What do I think about the games suggested in the Discord so far? I haven't had the chance to fully look at them. That does remind me, I do want to say, by the time you're watching this on YouTube, it might be too late, but it might not be. And I could always just do this idea again because I think it'll be fun. But I am currently planning a stream where I play through a bunch of different childhood favorites of viewers, preferably obscure, weird games that most people don't talk about these days. So if you remember a weird game from your childhood that no one seems to remember or talk about, I want to see it in the Discord, poll the Discord channel. And I'm going to go through and play a bunch of them and basically give them about 15 minutes of playtime, and then we'll poll the people watching the stream to see if we keep playing, if the game seems interesting. If it doesn't seem interesting, I've just ruined your childhood, and I have said that your childhood is invalid and stupid and stinky, and then we move on to the next game. So yeah, join the Discord, suggest some games if you would like to. But yeah, I figure inventories are just shared or whatever. The way that Archipelago works, for those who are just now joining us or are still confused, every single item in both games have been shuffled around. So for example, I can find items for Dawn of Sorrow in Symphony of the Night, and I can find items for Symphony of the Night in Dawn of Sorrow. And then Archipelago handles swapping between those. I don't have to worry about the worms, because I have the Topaz Circlet on, which is nice. I just have to worry about the flies. The worms are always the part that's the most awkward to deal with, so. Foie gras sent to Dawn of Sorrow. That was my reward for killing Beelzebub here. Is this the PC port? No, this is just emulation. It was heads. Congratulations, gamblers. But if you guessed wrong, don't worry. You get one more chance to try again. One more chance. Yeah, I don't know exactly how Archipelago handles the logic for multi-game randomizers, because they're able to do it with literally any game that has support. So I don't know. They must have found some sort of method of being able to combine logic for multiple games seamlessly and automatically, because there's very little I have to do as far as setup goes. It's literally just put whatever games I want to play in a folder together, and then Archipelago just handles it all themselves. So it's very cool. Also, the Talisman has been the MVP so far. Like, there were so many moments where I should have just gotten completely owned, but the Talisman said, nah, I got you, fam. It balances progression between all games. Yeah, but you still have to create logic that allows you to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you need to... Somehow, the Archipelago itself needs to know that picking up... I don't know.
Talisman, the real MVP.
Picking up Soul of Wolf in a specific location is in logic, you know what I mean? It needs to somehow know how to... I'm gonna fucking die here, Jesus Christ. It needs to know that, Form of Mist can't be locked behind a mist check or whatever, or it can't be locked behind a thing that is locked behind another thing that's locked behind another thing, that eventually would force Form of Mist to be locked behind Mist itself. You know what I mean? Speaking of, Form of Mist. And you have two separate games to worry about, so... Can we stop bullying me? Like, what the fuck? Did Archipelago turbocharge this room or something? It's the most aggressive I feel like that room has ever been in my life playing Symphony of the Night. Absolutely wild. Oh my god! Force of Echo. Let's fucking go, gamers. Whoa. The Fire Demons is such a strange enemy in this game. Very unique looking, but also very whack. Like, they just don't do anything. Yeah, I guess AP World for the game handles all of the logic, and then it's somehow able to communicate with other AP Worlds to communicate such that they don't, like, lock each other out of things. That's probably how it works. I don't know. I'm a stupid moron who doesn't know shit about fuck. Speaking of not knowing shit about fuck, I did leave an item behind, so I guess we'll circle around. I need to do these item checks anyways, so... Yeah, no, it's a very cool system, and I'm glad it exists. You can combine literally, like, any game that's compatible, and compatibility is stuff that just happens all the time with different games and different communities. Whoa! Ooh! So that's just a save room, and then we're back here to the Beelzebub fight. Okay, so we can just go back around and check the item that we forgot. Let's go. Watch Mojo's top 10 strangest Castlevania enemies. Hey, don't steal my ID for my next video. Hold on. The main channel YouTube viewers, I finally got a formula that I can make semi-consistently. And Watch Mojo's gonna steal it from me? Ain't no way. I'd never let them do that. Alright, well. That was fun. We didn't find much. I mean, we found Mist. Mist is actually huge, because that also means that we can, outside of Demon Card, full clear second castle. That is required to do that glitch. Technically, you can do it with Mist and Power of Mist as well. Technically, I could actually do it now. But it's stupid. I could do a backdash or a dive kick shift line. Open up the shift line and then get to the end of the game right now. This is one of the reasons why glitches are banned in randomizer runs, because as soon as you find a heart refresh and you're in the second castle, you can just beat the game. It requires a very dumb, very precise glitch, but it can be done. So it would just turn every rando into get heart refresh and then reset over and over again to try and get this very finicky glitch to work, and then whoever gets the glitch first wins. It's really dumb. Make a tier list of every pixel in SotN. You got it, boss. Just for you. I will do that. Great suggestion. Let's go ahead and do the Forbidden Route item, I guess. It's kind of annoying to get it at any point anyways, so... I should probably be prioritizing Mist Gate checks, but... Oh, I just realized I also need Soul, Bat, and Wolf for the reverse Jewel Sword check, so that's another item that we cannot do in Second Castle. But I think we can do pretty much everything else. I did just save the game, so I can soft reset if I don't find anything down here and get some progression back. Wow, green tea. You shouldn't have. No, really, you shouldn't have. That's fine. We reset. We basically don't lose any progress. And we go. I think because we found Mist, it might be in our best interest to do this. Send over a cloth tunic. Hooray. Do this. Wow, boomerang. Nice. And then do this check. Okay. Let's go back to Castle Keep and then go Outer Wall. Because there are 2 mist checks in the left side of the second castle, so let's go do those. See if we can follow some logic of some sort. So. Whoa. I will also save the game in case we just basically find nothing. I can come back here and then go first castle or something. Whoa. Do 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 do. Did I do the item check above my head? I did not. Let's go do that. Whoa! Oh, this is a huge one. We needed this, baby. Final sword! Okay, well that's pretty strong. I'll take it. So yeah, Dawn of Sorrow is in good spot. Very good spot for killing things. You love to see it. I think I have the gear puzzle shortcut setting on. I hope I do, because I fucking hate doing the gear puzzle. I'm stoned. Whoa. Fucking stone cancel? I sobered up real fast? Did that fix it? Wait, I'm going the wrong direction for that anyways. Dude, I'm high. What's my favorite Castlevania? Brighter Man MM4 says on YouTube chat. I'll give you one hint. You might be looking at it right now. Crazy question. Not everybody knows that I've been fucking speedrunning Symphony of the Night for 10 gajillion years. This is clearly someone who is newer to the realm of my shenanigans. And that's fine. That's very normal and actually a good thing. I find it amusing personally because I'm just so enthralled with Symphony of the Night. Okay. Curus sent to Dawn of Sorrow when your ass needs to be cured. Keto Beat says Simon Quest then. You joke, but I actually enjoyed Simon Quest quite a bit. I think Simon Quest might be a PSYOP video game where people say that it's like dog shit from a butt. Like the worst thing to ever exist. When it's like fine. If anything, it is like very much above par for the era in which it was released in. Because people forget that there was some true heinous shit for the NES back then. Favorite Mega Man X? That's a good question. Speaking of good question, I think the blue dollar bags is good shit. Like, this is progression for Dawn of Sorrow, so let's see. It's Magic Seal 4. Yeah. So that's good. Favorite Mega Man X. Oh, shit. shit, dude. Second castle is fucking loaded. Let's go. Do I have anything I would like to use with my... Yeah, I have infinite mana, infinite elixirs, infinite buffalo stars. It's duplicator time. Like, don't get me wrong. Simon's Quest has bullshit in it, but it has bullshit that is of the era. Like, you need to call the Nintendo hotline to figure out the obscure shit. You need to ask your friends to, like, give notes to each other or whatever. You need to, you know, write down shit. That is normal. Meanwhile, one angry guy on the internet gets to be like, what were they thinking? And all of a sudden, it's the worst video game to ever exist, which is just absurd. But that's more so not an issue of man talks about game being bad on the internet. That's normal. It's more so that people blindly follow the exaggerated rantings of angry man on internet without having any sort of critical thinking skills for themselves. I'm starting to think that this guy who's just like angry all the time for entertainment might not be so genuine with all of their criticisms. Maybe some things are exaggerated for the point of entertainment, maybe. I don't know. I never finished explaining what my favorite Mega Man X is. I don't know, man. They're all very good, but also very jank at the same time. Mega Man X1 has the intro stage that makes me want to rip my fucking hair out every time I replay the game. It's so slow and boring, but the rest of the game is very strong and good, so probably X1. X2 is very interesting as well. It has some of my favorite stages. But some of the bosses, especially late game, are very annoying. I don't know. They're all fine. I like X6 as well. I think X6 is fun, so. That makes me a sicko, I think. I think X5 is probably the worst one of the original PlayStation and SNES sextilogy. X7 obviously doesn't exist. That's not a real video game. X3 is fine. It's just a little bloated. But it's fine. I think X4 is the pound for pound best game, especially if you play as Zero. I think X4 as Mega Man is not nearly as good as X2 as Mega Man. Like, if you're looking for a Mega Man experience, X2 is better, but Zero is has higher peaks in X4. I think X4 Mega Man playthroughs are also fine. Like, it's not... I just don't find it to be that enthralling. And honestly, I think X4 is mostly peak from a Zero perspective from the novelty of being able to play as Zero. And the way that you get to maneuver Zero is very fun and interesting. But... library card found in the reverse library? Hold on. The game's got like a sense of humor or something. So I'm wondering if Seal 4 is logic here. What is locked by Seal 4? I think Gurgoth is locked by Seal 4. What else is locked by Seal 4? Gurgoth is the one that we have access to. I don't think that one's Seal 3. I think it's Seal 4. We need Tower Key to go fight Zypher. We need like Puppet Master or Soul of Bat to go fight Rahab. And I think those are all the Seal 4 bosses. And then Seal 5, I believe, is reserved for Aguni, Death, and Aquadon, if I remember correctly. Not Aquadon. Abaddon. Jesus Christ. It's Zypher and Batter Seal 4? Ah, shit. So Gurgoth is Seal 3. I guess that also makes sense. I couldn't remember if... so that means Gurgoth and Rahab are Seal 3. Okay. So Seal 4 opens nothing for us because all of those bosses are also gated by stuff. So we're still looking for at least another progression item in Dawn of Sorrow. The Dawn of Sorrow progression item could also just be in Dawn of Sorrow. That's very possible. Hamburger. Fuck yeah, dude. Thank God. Soma was starting to look a little peckish there, a little hungry. Famished, if you will. So I guess that is my weak point in Dawn of Sorrow, because I play a bunch of randos for Dawn of Sorrow that don't have seal requirements. So I forget what the seal requirements are. So this is a good refresher. Fairy card. I was kind of hoping it'd be Demon card, because that actually gives us progression in some spots, but whatever. Get up there, brother. Cream Puff? Don't do it! Ah! I got cock lasered. Mother. Mist could pass. Fucking. Wow. Okay, well. Mist does not seem to be progression in second castle. It could be in first castle, but... I wonder how many complexity steps there are for this. Because so far, it's likely that Hippogriff or Seal 1 was nothing. Hippogriff might also be nothing on its own. Mist seems to have been nothing. Granted, we still have stuff in the first castle, so who knows? But I don't know. I need a t-shirt that says, I went to the second castle and all I got was Dick Lasered and the shirt. Third heart refresh, unnecessary. Gratuitous even. I think I can maybe peek whatever this item is supposed to be. No, I cannot. Never mind. I can get in there with a reverse shift line, but I'm not going to do that because I soft lock if I do that. So that item is locked by Jewel of Open. I guess I could go save split for it. It would be a pain in the ass to come back here later if that is an item that I need. I'm considering it. Christopher Grimerson. I knew I'd find your ass here. What are you doing in my randomizer? All right, let's go cheat. Real quick. Just a quick in and out cheating adventure. We do one cheat. No one knows any, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably not anything important anyways. I'm just saving myself the time backtracking for it later. So I need to find the position for the reverse shift line. I think it's there. I think I'm at it. This might work. Nope. It was close. I could try and do it with the walking forward method. God damn it. I'm just gonna eyeball it, I guess. It's just awkward because I'm getting fucking harangued by these goddamn spike traps. I don't know if this also fucks with my subpixel walking against this wall or not. Oh. Well, we get to see what the item is. Not useful. Ooh. And we're gone. Nothing ever happens. Ooh. Have I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Yes, I have. I don't recommend it personally. But I mean, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, good on you. I would say do whatever you can in your power to not give Konami money for that dog shit fucking platform. Yasasuna and beef curry sent to Dawn. The meta's kind of stale. I mean, Konami's doing the thing that they love to do with all of their properties, especially those that have gacha elements, which is start off with a product that is relatively good, something that fans of the property want, and then completely in-shitification-ify it by, like, you know, year 3 or 4, because they don't have the skills or the care or the team to continue to create a product that is worth engaging with. So they lose like 99% of their user base, try and bleed the rest of them dry, while running on a skeleton crew of like the minimum number of people. And then just push additional monetization options as a way to increase revenue as opposed to actually creating a, you know, thing that people want to engage with. Same thing happened with Duel Links. Same thing happens again in Master Duel. Describing so many companies. I mean, it's just the playbook. It is the overplayed playbook of annoying fucking, how do we turn a product into a subscription model with randomized gambling elements to keep people constantly indebted to us if they want to engage with the thing that they like. It's just how it works. This is why I play old video games on emulators and don't pay a fucking dollar to these dog shit companies while I do so. It's in a decent meta. I would argue it's not in a decent meta because Master Duel has never been a decent meta because the ways in which you engage in Master Duel is the same ways that you engage in the modern state of Yu-Gi-Oh! But even worse. Because it is hyper localized to best of one. Best of 3 in like modern TCG is already terrible, in my opinion, due to the over-reliance on non-engine, going second tools, Omni-Negate trap cards that you either search via your combo or you just hope to draw one of your 4 Solemn Judgments that you board in the side. Master Duel is even worse because you don't even have a sideboard, and whether you win or lose is highly, highly dependent on the coin flip. At the highest of level, it's like an 85% win rate for the player going first or something like that. So it's like, what's the point? You're not really playing a game, you're playing a cardboard touching simulator where the decision is mostly pre-decided whether you win or lose. And it has always been that way. But streamer, don't you understand? There's only 2 Max C now, so you don't get Max C nearly as often. They only replaced it with the fucking Mulch armies that do the same exact shit for the most part. I'm good, man. No, if you don't let me telling you that I don't like the thing that you like. Oh, it's at 1 now? Okay. Yeah, again, don't have me telling you that the thing that you like is bad and take it at face value. You could just say, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm going to keep enjoying what I like. And if that's your opinion, that's awesome. Zephyr Soul. So we can now, as soon as we get either Soul of Bat or Puppet Master, we can go fight Bat Company. So that's cool. But yeah, like I said, that's just my opinion. But I'm the type of person that has fallen out of love with the modern pace of Yu-Gi-Oh! And likes retro formats for that exact reason. I just realized I got Mangiord sent to Dawn of Sorrow as well. So Soma is buff as fuck. I'll probably finish up Second Castle as much as I can and then swap over to Dawn for a little bit more, because there's still more checks I can do. I never checked anything in the Garden, and we have almost the entirety of Garden available to us, I want to say. Outside of the bosses... And since we can't fight the bosses, actually, that means we are locked out from Guest House. Because we can't go Guest House via the Puppet Master door. And we can't go Guest House via, what the fuck is his name? Dario? No, Dario's the guy who wears who copies your souls. What the fuck is the fire guy's name? Why am I forgetting his name? You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, what was this item up here? The Power of Sire? Do I care about Power of Sire that much? I think the answer is no. Dimitri? Oh, so it is Dario. Dimitri's the other one. Okay. Shows how much I care about the villains of Dawn of Sorrow. To me, they are just fodder for my sword. Wait, isn't there an item up here? No, it's up in the next one. There's a life max up here. One of the most obscure items in the game. Oh, there's two? Underwater quick grab. Let's go. Your boy gaming. We're almost done with Second Castle. At least all the stuff we can do in Second Castle. You know what I do need to start practicing? I need to start practicing front slide quick grabs. That's the future. Except you can't actually do them. Unless you do the input mid-air. I think you can do it. But it requires probably like an insane task level of inputs. Because you essentially need to be able to... Maybe if I do a turnaround... I don't know. There's probably a way to do it. There might be a way to set it up where you do like a turn around again, front slide, up, down. Maybe you have to turn around midair before. Like that, kind of. Anyways, Death Soul. Sent over to Dawn of Sorrow. Wow. Herald Shield. Let me grab this warp. If I want to be annoying, I could go first castle after killing or full clearing catacombs. It means I'm leaving behind Yasutsuna check. Not Yasasuna, sorry. Asafune check and one more. Like the waterfall check or whatever. Heart of Vlad, that's our first Vlad relic. Let's go. Mina's Talisman! That's go mode for Dawn of Sorrow. Well, should we just go beat Dawn of Sorrow real quick? What the fuck kind of logic is that? Yeah, okay, I'll go beat Dawn of Sorrow, I guess. So, maybe I need to figure out a better solution for Dawn of Sorrow. Progression, because that is nuts. Oh, let me switch controllers. Alrighty, what do we got here? Level 6? Surely we can beat the game at level 6, right? Maybe we got some good shit going our way. Mangiord, yeah. Probably Aguni is probably the best I have access to. Death, sure. I have no yellow souls. Wow. That's funny. Very funny. Oops. Just realized the game audio is also maybe a tad bit loud. Wait, no, we can't beat the game yet because we need CO5. I'm just now realizing. No, Menace doesn't require a seal, but Death and Abaddon do. Abadaba do. I'm hella out of logic. Oh, I missed that message from you earlier, Durdrak. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. So all the early game logic stuff should be in First Castle for SotN then? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I ain't gonna... I'm not gonna say no. Well, then in that case, we don't need to be playing Dawn yet. I mean, there's still stuff to grab here. I could find, like, Demon Card here or something, or Holy Glasses could be here as well. So I can't do this item check up there yet. Yeah. I'll have to come back for that. Homunculus. Unless I have an axe, then I could do it now. Well, since we're here, I don't want to leave anything behind. Everyone's going to say that, oh my god, you're just cheating. Streamers, stop cheating. It's not cheating. Why would they put it in the game if I wasn't allowed to... Oh. Oops. Am I still out of bounds? No, I'm fine. See? It's not cheating if it's in the game, guys. Come on. Get real. Be adults about this. Yeah, just never turn that on in a multiplayer game or everyone will get really confused. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dude, it would be so... This is an idea that I've had for a while, but I think no one's going to think it's funny except for me. Which is do a multiplayer archipelago with a bunch of people who don't know anything about SotN, and then just, like, immediately beat the game. Literally just use glitches, use whatever I can to beat the game as soon as possible, and be done in, like, 20 minutes. And everyone else is like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, I guess it must have been an easy seed, guys. Anyways, catch you later. Enjoy the rest of the archipelago, I guess. I think most people would consider that BM and not a funny thing to do. What is this song? Imagine all the items they would get, yeah. I've reached 1,000,000 garnets again. How do I get double VIP? I'm gonna probably have to un-VIP you then, and then I'll have to come up with something better for you. Mandragora, not even randomized? That's what I thought. I can check this item real quick. I don't think that's the Clock Tower song. That sounds like it's something from like Castlevania 64 or something. That song just eludes me. Maybe it's like a cutscene song or something? What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a soul. I forgot that they have sprites for like soul pickups instead of using the pedestals. Go, my scythes of justice! I guess I might as well do this while I'm here. Right, Minas Talisman equipped, we're good. Oh! Just kidding. Lamau. Dude, I forgot. That's Seal 5 as well. Why did I think Seal 5 was only for Death and Abaddon? Well, then in that case, we still are missing quite a bit before we can finish the game for Dawn of Sorrow. That's good. I was kind of worried that we'd be finishing too quickly here. I'm actually kind of happy that we're playing more of the game. This money as if it's going to fucking matter because inflation is insane in the world of Dawn of Sorrow. Bro got slugged. Yerp. Who doesn't like a good slugging, you know? There's no items up there for me to check, so there's no reason to go up there. I can't fight the boss yet. Yo, Demon Mail. That's quite good. Alrighty, so far, so chill. Whoa. I can check this item through here, and it's just an archipelago item. It seems like a non-important one. There's these items down here as well. I should check, actually. Whoa. I'll grab it. Then that's just that. Okay. Wait, I have Rahab's soul. Is this in This must be in logic then. Hold on. Why didn't I think of this? I mean, there's items to check. I can't fight the bosses, but there's items to check. What was that? Ankh of Life? Awesome, man. Just what I needed. So this brings me back to Reservoir, which does get me to... Hold on. Reservoir. Subterranean Hell. This brings me to Bat Company. And I can kill Bat Company. So... either the rando logic is sending me on a fucking wild goose chase for this late game check, or... yeah, because if what Dirtjack is saying is correct, which it is... we are super deep in logic right now, and we skipped a bunch of early steps from starting in Second Castle as Alucard. So with that in mind, I actually kind of think it's in our best interest to go fight Bad Company right now. So let's go do that. All right. Dude, you know what would be so sick right now? Fucking Black Panther soul. How do I know that that's you and not a doppelganger pretending to be me? Now, you know, who's to say? Whoa, 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 Bone Arc? Hold on. Does that give me access to the other side of the alchemy lab? I think it does, right? Because that was a key item back there. I say alchemy lab, wizardry lab. I think it does. Or no, is it the one? Which shortcut does that open up? I forget which. Bone Arc is required for one of them. I guess we'll find out in a minute. My Dawn of Sorrow memory is a little hazy, sadly. So this route is how you enter normally, and Rahab is in that direction. And I think there's a couple of item checks in that direction. I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, it opens up the spike room with the water. That's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to remember what's on the other side of the spike room with the water. Because that brings me to Wizardry Lab, but I forget if that's the part of the Wizardry Lab that opens up where I need to go or not. I think it does. But I'll have to double check. Right? Because the bottom route... Yeah. It takes me where I want to go. It does take me where I want to go. Yes. It's the lower section, yes. And that's where I want to go. Exactly. Okay. So that... I don't know if Bone Arc is in logic then. If I had to get it from a random drop. Maybe the game is expecting you to have Puppet Master and... what's it called? Instead. Because there was a major upgrade on the other side of it. I just don't know if that major upgrade is actually important or not, I guess. I need flight as well. Yeah, I have flight. So I'm chilling. I think we got this. Yeah, because down and to the right is where I need to go for Bad Company. But down and to the left brings me to Wizardry Lab, so... Also, there's like 10 million item checks in this zone, so I'll try and get those done now. Just awkward with all these fucking Meduzzi heads everywhere. It is nice of Archipelago to not have me break open breakable walls. They're just already pre-broken, which is nice. Holy shit, it's the devil! And he's gone now. I was going to say, isn't there another item around here? I don't think so. I think I got them all. There was an item over here as well, actually, on the top side of the... It's one of those things where it's likely nothing. Oh, Mjolnir! I can do the strength puzzle. Hold on. And we are kind of in the area for that. That's not bad. Yeah. Did we check this item already? I think we did. I just don't remember if it was anything important or not. Oh, it was this. Okay. If I had Puppet Master, I could go down the waterfall right now. That'd be nice. Instead, I have to go around. Alrighty. Strength puzzle doesn't have checks. Oh, so it's the same in this version as well? Okay, because I know the regular Dawn of Sorrow randomizer, those are always vanilla. I wasn't sure if the strength puzzle was randomized in, what's it called? Archipelago or not. Either way, I mean, I could just get free items, but... Go! My bone arc! Damn, it feels good. I'll put death back on. Not that I'll use it. Most likely won't. Yeah, there's a few item checks here, if I remember correctly. How do you do that in vanilla? What I just did. Bone Arc is the vanilla solution. You can also do it with, it's an unintended solution, but you can do, what is it, Skeleton Ape plus Puppet Master. Skeleton Ape will have you throw the Puppet Master soul far enough to land on the other side of the spikes. Oh, what was this? Sorry. Cube of Zoe! Holy shit! Let's fucking go! That is a progression item because we need stopwatch. We need the stopwatch in Archipelago for the Alucard gear stuff. So stop homunculusing all over me, fucking bastard. We should be getting another progression item as well. So. I believe this is the room that doesn't have any items in it. It just exists. Fucking... Bro! Chill on this. Okay, well. I mean, it was a library card. We already have one, and we have a duplicator, so that library card is useless that we just sent over to SotN, but it's fine. Bee, 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 wee, wee. Great armor. All right, time to do this shit blind. Oh, wait, the ghosts actually spawn in. There it is. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Wait, I actually have the hard counter. Go! Terror bear! Ow. Hold on. Terror bear! Huge. Oh. Bro, everyone's real strong right now, and I don't like it. You know what? You get to live. I don't care anymore. GG's. You're better than me. What did I miss? Alternatively, you can turn Rahab off and float across the water. I don't think that works. I'm fairly certain that does not work. Because that would be in logic in the randomizer, most likely, then. But the randomizer logic has you picking up Bone Arc and stuff. So. Eye of Vlad! That was required! Key item unlocked. Let's freaking go, gamers. Yes, backdashing is actually faster than walking. I promise you it is. Not by a lot in this game, but it is. It just seemed right in my head. So you were just saying things off of vibes and hoping that you wouldn't get called out, or... Oh! Vibe off. It's fine. I don't really care. You're just saying some dumb shit? That's fine. Sometimes saying some dumb shit feels good. Does this tell me what it upgrades into? It does say that it... Oh. Wait, we can get claim if we find the student witch soul. I think these are vanilla upgrades. Oh, it does tell us what it upgrades into. Joyous. Yeah. Masamune for Mimic Soul. Battle Axe for Mimic Soul. Okay. Trident, Longius. Okay. So if we find the Student Witch Soul, we can get claim. Student Witch should be easy enough. It's randomized, so... keep that in mind. We would need to find it randomly. Anyways, this was a fun detour. Let's go find... I mean, we found a Cube of Zoe, which could be progression, and we also found... what's it called? Which could be an Eye of Vlad. So we're at 2 Vlads already for SotN. Realistically, if there's a world where we find 2 more or 3 more Vlads before leaving First Castle, we can finish the game without Holy Glasses. Time and vibe chat. It's fine. The randomizer do be randomizing items and relics and such. And souls. Dude, I should save, actually, yeah. Zombie and Bone Arc so far? I think you're right. There might have been another one that wasn't randomized, but... again, being randomized to vanilla is still random. Why is this just a fucking dead end? I suppose that's literally how it works. There's no supposing. There's just acceptance. Back to Agony. Do 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 do. So one of the downsides is I cannot do the item check to my left, because that requires Balor Soul, but that's fine. We could always come back for that later. I think there's an item up here as well as the opening the shortcut. Bro, frick off, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back with Paranoia at some point. Maybe. But let me just open the shortcut while I'm here. Whoa. Father-son bonding speedrun. In a weird way, you're not wrong. Soma really is Alucard's dad, huh? Here we go. Get out of my way. Some of these rooms are better in the randomizer, just because the enemies are a little annoying. That's the warp. I don't need to go this direction quite yet. Rune Ring, that's pretty good. I'm not going to put it on now because I don't need the MP Restoration. I'd rather have the Mangiord on, which I still have on currently, I believe, right? I do. Okay. Yeah, my loadout's pretty strong. I'm not going to complain about that. So this is like the deepest check we can do in Logic right now, and I'm kind of just banking on this being something good. If it's not, then we probably switch back to SotN for a while. Dawn of Sorrow is almost past the 50% mark, which is surprising, to be honest. This fight shouldn't be too bad, I want to hope. I mean, Bad Company is one of those bosses that I vehemently despise just because of how annoying it is. But thankfully I have good defense. Oh my god, the damage there is fucking insane. Hold on. Agony goes crazy. Yeah, Agony goes crazy. What can I say? And my reward is meal ticket. All that for a fucking meal ticket? Okay, well. I really thought I was looking into the Matrix, seeing past the code, being like, oh my god, this is what the game wants from me. I don't even know if the Bone Arc was in Logic or not. Because that was just a random drop, man. Ooh, Mothman, though. I'll get more experience. Why not? Alrighty. I think we've had our fun. It's SotN time. Because we can do most things here, I want to say. The Logic wants me to eat, yeah. Alucard, you look famished, please. I'm fairly certain I can easily out of Logic my way up into the reverse spike room as well, because I'm pretty sure it probably expects you to have Spike Breaker or something. But who needs Spike Breaker when you just do this? Oh, he says as he fails miserably. Anyways. S-Doc! That's pretty mid. Let's go. I mean, if I get the Student Witch soul sent over, that would be huge. I feel like I haven't sent over that many souls from SotN to Dawn of Sorrow. Oh, that was definitely out of Logic. That was definitely out of Logic. 3 Vlads, guys. If we find 2 more Vlads before leaving the second castle, that would be so funny. We skipped the entirety of first castle, man. I kind of want to try and go for it. What item is typically there? I believe it's a library card and a life max up or a heart max up. It's a library card behind the breakable wall, and I think it's like a life max up. Or something. Did we do the karma coin? Oh, we haven't. This is going to be the last one for a while, because now that we have Duplicator, it's not as fun anymore. If I find another karma coin, maybe. But also, I do need to like lock in and actually try and finish the game. So. Oh, oops. Chill! Ladies, please. Leave me alone. Unless Seal 5 is in the first castle. Well, if I finish Symphony of the Night, all of the items immediately that are locked in Symphony of the Night get unlocked in Dawn of Sorrow, and vice versa. If I finish Dawn of Sorrow, all of the Dawn of Sorrow items get immediately unlocked. So very likely, once we are in go mode for one game, we are likely in go mode for the other one as well. Yo, ProCell increased mobility in water? That's actually huge. Considering we have to do more water movement. No, we actually just finished all the water movement. Never mind. Fuck this game. I was like, wow, I'm so excited, just for it to not matter. Gold ring, silver ring. Hold. Hold. I know I want to finish in first castle, but if we can't finish in first castle, or sorry, I want to finish everything while remaining in second castle. If we can't do that, then there's still hope for us to maybe do some other dumb shit. Maybe. Did I forget any item checks here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Just double checking. Is the live starting or already has its time? Huh? I think someone's YouTube chat or YouTube stream is broken. Because they're chatting in the live stream, but asking if it's live. I hope you figure it out. This is why YouTube live streaming is such a nightmare, man. Because YouTube doesn't give a shit about their own fucking platform, man. YouTube be like, I don't know, man. Fucking streams work maybe like 60% of the time at best for people. Yeah. I'll use an attack potion, why not? And Christopher, it's your time to shine. Dragon Helm is my drop for killing Galamoth. Okay. I'll take it. Where's my elixir? Let's not leave the room then. I like how the game spoils what the drop's going to be. Oh my god, Dragon Helm! I can't believe it! I'm so shocked and surprised. Alrighty. Here is the plan. I don't remember if I turned on reverse library cards. If I did, this should send me to reverse library. And I'll do one more check. Nope, regular library. Okay, that's fine. I was also okay with the idea of coming to regular library as well. I'm interested in Secret Boots! Rusty Food Tin. Can I send multiple? No, I'm just spending money for no reason? Gotcha. Dark Blade for 100. Marsil for 8. Dude. Everything's so much cheaper back in the past. What's up with that? Yeah, here in the 1700s, inflation hasn't gotten out of control yet, it seems. That's actually just secret boots. But plus 10 wait. Plus 10 constitution, plus 10 int, plus 10 luck? Oh, because it's saying that I have to take off the duplicator. Those are the stats of me taking off the duplicator. I was so confused why it wanted me to do that. None of this shit matters. Okay, let's just go. Would you rather buy secret boots for $10 or secret boots for $4,000? Oh, baby, a triple? Pitch black suit. That's pretty good. Worm robe, also very good. I don't know what the fuck a hauberk is. I don't remember that item at all. Anyways. Should that have said AP item in the shop menu? I don't know. Maybe? I think it's just if you're playing Symphony of the Night Archipelago, you are under the impression that Secret Boots equals item. I don't know. I mean, Demon Mail is just better, yeah. Pitch Black Suit is... The only reason I was kind of getting hyped for it is because it increases intelligence, and intelligence is how you do damage with red souls. So if we end up using red souls primarily for damage... but Worm Robe is better for that, then. Oh, yeah, what is this? That's a heart vessel? Alright, whatever. Yeah, apparently changing names in the shop menu is a mess, but, you know. It is what it is. Show me the goods. Show tell. I did say show me the goods, and they show and told me the goods. That's fine. So we have Out of Logic Flight since we have Mist and Gravity Boots. So we can do a lot in First Castle. In fact, again, the only two items that we are gatekept from currently are whatever's behind Soul of Bat and Wolf for Jewel Sword, and whatever's behind Demon Card. Those are the only two things we are locked behind currently. We can do every other check in the game. I'm fairly certain. So, at this rate, I think the correct play is to just play SotN as much as we possibly can right now. SotN still has quite a bit of checks left, too. We're not even at the 50% mark for SotN, so... Which makes sense. It's the larger game. Currently. As soon as we find Seal 5, we are in go mode for Dawn of Sorrow. As soon as we find 2 more Vlads and Holy Glosses, we are in go mode for SotN. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it, guys, but we have to play more SotN. No! Boo! Boo, SotN! We hate that game in this stream. Boo! I know. It was second castle start for SotN, yeah. Which apparently is not... The logic doesn't account for it, which is funny. I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't account for it, so... Why is this not updating? I'm just now realizing that this isn't updating. My tracker isn't updating. Should I be concerned? It says we're connected. It might just be lagging really hard. Because it should have updated the hammer that we just picked up. Or something. I don't know. Should I be concerned? Yeah, I've not done enough SotN Archipelagos to know which settings break the game or which don't. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to hope that whatever's going on with the archipelago is fine, because it says I'm still connected. When I spoke to him for the first time, I got the item under the librarian's butt? Really? Just entering the room gives it to you? That's interesting. Okay, we did get the potion to update. Okay, cool. That's good. That's one way to handle it, I guess. Oh, I just realized. Wait, am I locked out of this item? Because I killed Doppelganger 40 before killing Doppelganger 10? Surely it's nothing important. Surely it's nothing important. Right? I wonder why that is. Symphony of the Night is a beautiful... Seal 5! All right, well, go mode. Doesn't matter. All right, it's been real. It's been fun, y'all. Time to go finish Dawn of Sorrow. So we did need to go to the First castle. Alrighty. I do, however, need to kill Death, kill Abaddon, and kill Final Boss. Oh, shit. I just realized where I was standing this entire time. We were optimizing, guys. We were optimizing our time. I got the secret elevator to open. Yeah, back to Garden of Madness. Wait. I actually am not in go mode. I lied to you guys. Well, I forgot about something. I'm waiting for somebody else to realize it. Surely someone in chat has realized how I am not in go mode yet. No, not Lucky Pendant. Meanest Talisman. No, I have the charm. The books? You don't need books in this game. No way to deal damage to Dracula? No, that's not the problem. No yellow soul? No. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what I'm blocked by. I am missing a soul to beat the game. Nope, I don't need the 3 souls. I need 1 of 2 specific souls. It's not paranoia. Mayron got it. I cannot get to Condemned Tower. Because I do not have Puppet Master, nor do I have Soul of Bat. And I don't have a Thrust Sword, or a teleporting backstabby sword. Which means I cannot get to Condemned Tower. Which means I cannot beat the game. I need Cut All or Puppet Master or something. Yep! Dude, that's like the dumbest way to get guarded or blocked from go mode, dude. That's so funny. Well, knowing how Archipelago works, it's just going to be like right here anyways. Because this zone, Sword Card also just got sent to SotN. This zone has been available since like the beginning of the game. As soon as we found Hippogriff, we've had access to this. Although Hippogriff was out of logic. So actually, I don't know. Thinking about what was logic or not logic for the seed is impossible to think about now. Because of where we spawned for SotN. Ow. Alright, I'll try and pick up these items real quick. I don't know if the red soul walls are randomized as well. I guess we're gonna find out. Ow, I just got fucking fire blasted. Your turn to get fire blasted, nerd. My sword was inside of that ghoul, but agree to disagree on that hitbox. Frank Furter. Hi, it's me, Frank Furter here. Here to tell you about the awesome Frank Furter would be the name of a guy who sold you a fucking slap chop. Yeah, no way to get past that Puppet Master block. This is just an item check. which we cannot do the paranoia aspect of it. Not yet. What the fuck soul is that? Huh? Oh, larva. That's larva. I think I have that one, right? He says, lying. I do not have larva. Dude, I did not recognize that sprite at all. Holy. I don't have Seal 2, so I cannot fight the bosses here in Chapel either. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I missed? I missed like a few items in the... Subterranean Hell. The stuff that's on the other side of Rahab. I think there's like a couple of items there. And I'm missing like one item up here. As soon as I've done that, I think I'm BK'd actually in Dawn of Sorrow. I think we're progression locked in Dawn of Sorrow if I don't find anything in the next like 3 checks, essentially. Which is interesting because that means we still have yet to find like the step 1 progression. Spike breaker? Do I look like the guy who needs a fucking spike breaker? Come on, game. Get it together. Oh, spike breaker. You might want this one. So I think there's like 3 checks I can do in Subterranean Hell, but I'm not going to do that shit. That's really far out of the way. Instead, we're going back to SotN. Because I thought we were in go mode. We are not. Okay. There's a lot we can do in SotN, though. One room in guest house? I already did that check. I already did the guest house check next to the Puppet Master. Legitimately, the only thing left for me to check is like the handful of items in the room past Rahab in Subterranean Hell, and I don't feel like going all the way over there. It's close to a warp, and it's not the end of the world if I did go all the way over there, but I ain't doing that shit. Oh, I don't have Jewel of Open either, do I? So I am still actually progression gated a little bit more than I thought in SotN, because I can't get to the caverns. I'm fairly certain what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to find my actual progression for Dawn of Sorrow. Now that we're back in the first castle, I think what happened was we skipped Dawn of Sorrow's first progression item or whatever. Wait, I never got the... Oh, I have library cards. It doesn't matter. So that's why I'm BK'd in Dawn of Sorrow. I think we've been playing for 2 hours and have yet to find anything meaningful as far as progression goes. Let me check this. I think I'm going to go to Aurochs's quarters, grab the warp, and go castle entrance, because I'm pretty sure that's where it wants us to go for progression. Malphus, double jump. Okay. We now have double jump on Dawn of Sorrow, which is nice. That card is fine. It doesn't really do anything for us, though. No! Bruh. I gotta use my time powers. I forgot that the statue's not always open in Archipelago. Washed since GDQ, yeah. Imagine missing the clock cycle, bro. Couldn't be me. Yeah, that minute went by really, really fast for some reason. Very strange. $1,000 to Dawn of Sorrow, strawberry to Dawn of Sorrow. Okay. All right, let's go clear. I mean, Coliseum is early enough in availability to SotN that it's pretty likely that there's something here. So. I want to keep the stopwatch, yeah. Let's be careful with that. Holy! Rare ring to Dawn of Sorrow. Just what I needed. How about the medium rare? Oh. Yo, is that the Bekatawa? Let's fucking go. GG's. Phew, close one. And my super special secret item is... meal ticket. Well. Alrighty. And it's nothing. Alright. We are almost at the halfway mark for SotN. It is interesting that we've done so many checks, and most of them have been out of logic. In fact, I think pretty much all of them have been out of logic, technically. But it's fine. Rosary to Dawn is good if we find Malakota, or another red soul we want to main. Moonstone is alright. How did Super Metroid go? We ended up getting to Mother Brain, and then I kept death looping on Mother Brain. So I said, nah, it's fine. I need to practice more Super Metroid if I'm going to play randos on stream. Mud Demon Soul? Sure, man. Why not? Damn, that owl is concerned. I think our course of action is we just go grab the warp, go castle entrance, and alchemy lab, because I'm pretty sure that's where progression is going to be. For our boy, Mr. Sorrow of Dawn. More Super Metroid after this rando? I'll consider it. I played 2 seeds offline yesterday, and they were both quite rough for me. I was able to make progression, but it's like, I'm finishing seeds around like an hour to 2 hours. Actually, more than an hour. It's like an hour 30 to 2.5 hours. And I definitely want to get the time down before I dedicate that amount of time to a Super Metroid rando. Sounds like a chill time. It is chill. It's just, I don't know. Death looping on Ridley over and over again is frustrating. And I just don't want to have that frustration on stream. I just need to practice Ridley and Mother Brain. Those are like the 2 things that actually give me trouble more than anything. So, it's mostly Ridley. I had another seed where I had early charge Varia in like 15 super missiles. So it's like, I was convinced that the logic wanted me to kill Ridley at that point. There was also a ton of E-tanks available in logic. They were just really far out of the way. So I was under the impression that that's what it wanted from me. which is not fun. But I've learned a lot about kind of how Ridley works in the meantime. It's just not great. Black Panther! So, oh my god, I could have had Black Panther from the start of the fucking game! Oh my god. Okay, so the random castle start for Archipelago is a nightmare, is what I'm learning. Never do that again. God damn it, bro. Well, on the bright side, it'll make the backtracking a lot easier in Dawn of Sorrow. Let's just use the stopwatch to get past here faster. Strength potion. Wowzers. Ah! No, I want that. Tried to quick grab it as well. Clean. Very clean. See, I wonder... Oh, wow. Nice zombie hitbox, by the way. 1 pixel of zombie peeks out of the ground and you take damage. This is why I always say, like, in runs where you actually have to deal with the zombies, like, runs that don't use luck mode, essentially, getting hit by zombies is so frustrating in the or after the prologue. Because they're literally invisible when their hitbox spawns in. Oh, that's open as well? Interesting. Probably to avoid soft locks or something. Or no, I already opened it. That's what happened. Never mind, I lied. God, my brain is mush. We are 2 hours 15 into a solo multi-world rando. It's expected my brain would be mush. Yeah, I'm prioritizing these early checks to see if I can find, like, Magic Seal 2 or Soul of Bat, really. First step in the rando in Logic is Soul of Bat. Fuck. You could have this in like 10 minutes. It took me 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, son of a... Where's my mana prism? Second castle start just fucked me over is all that happened. Yeah, the game gives you Black Panther and fucking Soul of Bat at the very start. This was a speedrun seed, and I didn't even know it for the first 2 hours. Bat, but wrong game. True, if that was Soul of Bat in Dawn of Sorrow, we would be in go mode. Show me Soul of Bat. Again. No. This could have been the most speedrun seed of all time. Instead, I'm just suffering. Whoa. At least we sent a hot dog over to Dawn of Sorrow. Sounds normal? Yeah, you're right. It's pretty normal. Do do do. Beep 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 beep. I'm not okay. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not forgetting any key item checks.
Sent you my hot dog. Please respond.
Sending your hot dog through space and time to your own father, but he's in the body of a young adult, seems normal. Shaman shield? Oh yeah, I skipped the shaman shield. Whatever. I don't need it. Whatever that item was, I don't need it. I'm still expecting, like, some sort of early game progression for Dawn of Sorrow. Because all Dawn had was Magic Seal 1. And we haven't found... And we found Malphus, I guess, but that was flight locked for SotN, but okay. What do you unlock with just Malphus for Dawn? Not much. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, retroactively think what the seed wanted from us, but I'm starting to think it was all bullshit. Especially now that I realize that flight is layer 0, or layer 1, I should say, for SotN. Like, all this shit is in logic. Super potion. There's no reason for me to grab this. I just want the number to go up on the tracker. That's the only reason I'm picking it up. I'm not immune to number go up. Leafstone gives me Spike Breaker, actually. But Spike Breaker doesn't do shit without Jewel of Open. I'm trying to think what else. Because we found Spike Breaker in Chapel in Dawn of Sorrow, and I'm wondering if that was part of the progression chain. We have to go back to All Rocks now. We have to do All Rocks, we have to do Chapel. We have to do Castle Keep. And Clock Tower. And then if we don't find anything in any of those zones, that means we have to go do stuff in Dawn of Sorrow again. But no, we have to find at least glasses, I want to say. Because if we don't find holy glasses, then we could never find the Rahab Soul? Unless I started with Rahab Soul. I don't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did. I think I found it in Second Castle as Alucard. That means it was Doppelganger 10. Not necessarily. There's Demon Card. What was this? Wait, that was just Secret Boots? Son of a... There's glasses. Okay, see? I knew glasses had to be available. Okay, so now we are actually back on track. Everything we have done is now in logic again, as soon as we find glasses there. Granted, it was a lot slower than it should have been, but we did find... We are now back in the world of reality. It just turns out that going to Second Castle was like 2 steps in. It was very, very early. So now we are fine. We don't have to worry about weird skipping logic. The only thing that is weird is if there is something at Doppelganger 10 that we, like, despawned by killing Doppelganger 40 first. But theoretically, that could have happened in this seed anyways. So, I don't know. Whatever. There's reverse clock tower? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, now that we have bat and glasses, all of Second Castle that we've already done is available to us. So, the Second Castle start is now void. Doesn't matter anymore. Life Vessel from Alrox. Cool. You know what? I'll do it just so I could have over 500 max HP. I also wanted to get the Falling Quick Grab, but whatever. Jewel Knuckles. Ah, close. Yeah, the thing I'm looking for is obviously some way for Dawn to beat the game. And we're looking for Jewel of Open. Those are like the 2 things that are blocking me from 90... Like, basically all the progression that I need. I need Soul of Wolf. I need Jewel of Open. And as soon as I find those two things, I am in go mode for SotN. Like, I can do every check in the game. And then Dawn of Sorrow is only missing Puppet Master or Bat Company. Those are the only two things that is missing over there. First try grapes? Nope. I was going to say, sorry, first try grape juice. This is not a check. I'm like 99.9% sure. Yeah, it's just grape juice. That was a first try, though. That's relatively rare. I think it's like a 1 in 10 or something, or a 1 in 20. We take those. All right, show me Paranoia. No. Well, Paranoia would unlock a couple of checks. I want Puppet Master, not Paranoia. Wrong P. Puppet Master. Nope. Moblong Sword? If we find Alucard Shield, that's nice. I don't think that can be Puppet Master. It's probably a blue. A blue money bag is probably what we want to find. Merman Soul was sent to Dawn of Sorrow. I would love to see Student Witch. Student Witch would be a nice one. Elfin Robe, that's good. It's pretty solid. I think we have the Worm Robe, which is better, but still. That would have been a fine thing to find early. So what's left now is Chapel, Clock Tower. There's like 2 checks we didn't do in Second Castle. We don't have Jewel of Open, so I can't do Silver Ring yet. Oh, I forgot to do Holy Glasses when I was there. Oops. I should go do that. That feels like important progression, maybe. Small money could still be cut all, I guess. It could be, I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong. So cut all also does it. I'm going to go save split, I think, for Holy Glasses. It was actually just a life vessel. Fun. No need to save yet, actually. Cut all. Right here. Just a corpse. Oh. Frankfurt. Who invited Frank? Yeah, before teleporting. Actually, I'll open up the... Yeah, this is what we're going to do. Let's do it this way. I actually don't need to save split. Yeah, let's just not save split. It's fine. It's not that deep. I've sold that. Let's just run there and run back the normal way. And if I get clock blocked, I can always library card and it's fine. I'll just go the other way. Because I need to go through Clock Tower anyways. In fact, I think I'm just going to hit the library card regardless. How's it going, Golden Sun 32? So we want gold ring and silver ring. I don't need that on anymore, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think our plan is fine here. We know it has to be in SotN because we are essentially progression locked, aka BK'd in Dawn of Sorrow. Power of Wolf is cool, I guess. Doesn't really do much for us, but it's cool. Okay. Show me nothing. Unless? No. There's a fucking anti-venom, bruh. Jewel Sword? We can't do Jewel Sword. That was Power of Wolf, not Soul of Wolf. Also, I forgot. I needed a library card. There's my Mana Prisms. Yeah, just double checking my brain to see if there's anything important that I've missed so far, and the answer is no. Ah, I never pressed the switch. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I bonk. Stone Mask. So I don't need the Stone Mask. However, it is number go up if I grab it. So for that reason, I will grab it. Same with this. I'm just padding my stats at this point. No! I was one frame off. There it is. I needed that floor clip for morale. Trust. I needed it. Speaking of morale. Yo, is that Echo of Bat? We can't even do Spikebreaker. We don't have Jewel of Open. Unlock. Starting to get a little nervous, chat. Oh. Come on. Update, you fucking bastard. There it is. Bad Company Soul. Now, for real, no joke, I swear to God, we are in Go mode in Dawn of Sorrow. It took us long enough. Let me just wait for everything. There it is, Bat Company. And we got Black Panther as well. PogChamp. Let's save the game. Where have I heard that before? Listen, I would never lie. Also, I forgot to change games. Oops. And just like that, we are now shamovin'. That's not randomized? No, it's an AP item? Shuriken? Oh, okay, so that is randomized. That's fun. Granted, I'm going to send all these items over anyways as soon as I beat the game. But, like, again, the number goes up, okay? What do you want from me? When the number goes up, I can't help myself. Yeah, honestly, this loadout's pretty fun. Was there better... anything here that I really care about? Wormrobe. Oh, shit. Wait. Wormrobe is not the one I thought it was. Elfin Robe does increase our int by a lot, but it's not worth it. Yeah, Rosary also increases our int. I think we're not using souls right now. Like, we just don't have a good enough soul to use as our primary. So I think it's just going to be Final Sword for the win. I am looking for souls in case I find the Student Witch soul, because I know that that would be huge for your boy. Oops. Forgot to check up here. No. I mean, I'll grab it, but whatever. Because Student Witch will allow me to upgrade this to Claim. The final sword will become Claim. No. Does Rare Ring improve soul drops? No. We just go down. Yeah, we just go down. We're in go mode. You're thinking of Soul Eater Ring. Soul Eater Ring increases your soul drop chance. Banger. Ow. Alrighty, Death. Let's go kick him in the butt. My brain read Condemned Tower is Concerned Tower. You should be concerned when you enter this tower, so it's not that inapt of a name. Appropriate boss music. 55 is not amazing damage, I'll be honest. But it could be quite a bit worse. That's a lot of damage to me, though. I should have checked the shop to see if new stuff was being sold in the shop. I might do that if I fail this fight. That's a lot of contact damage. Please don't go for a second one. Like, I don't have a better red soul. I don't think. I mean, I could use Abaddon, actually. It's not terrible. I have a lot of healing items. Here. Let's see how much damage we can get out of Abaddon here. Okay, that is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. I would have to use the touchscreen trick, which I do not think I can do right now. You can aim the Abaddon with touchscreen controls. It's just I'm in the middle of, you know, fighting the guy. I think my damage should be good enough. Oh, I thought I could break the small scythe with the Black Panther. Whatever, man. Oops. Let's use a regular potion here. Nice. Okay, I didn't even need to use that potion. Not bad. All that for a magic missile for SotN? Sure, whatever, man. No, it's Falchion. My bad. Abaddon's probably good enough to clear these guys, but I think actually Agony is better. Yeah. Holy rice ball. Just what I needed. Do 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 do. Get out of my way, you goddamn mudman. It's a blue soul of some sort. Gurgoth. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. But I'm like... That's fine, I guess. I'll just fly over. What up, GoTrek? Welcome. Yeah, I'm fine damage boosting past these guys. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's fine. It's minimum damage. Should duck that. I mean, you can shoo some of them away based off of your... I'm dead. Okay, I'm fine. Your positioning might matter. Oh, I thought you could duck those. I'm fairly certain your positioning with that can matter, and you could, like, hit some of the locusts. But it's fine. That's fine. Just get me out of here, bro. Let me see if I can hit this. Okay. I didn't want to have to get the bat soul back out. Oops, I forgot what room that was. All right, I'm going to very, very, very quickly check the shop. I don't think the shop's going to have anything that useful for us, but... You do not need to be in go mode for both games to beat them. Once you beat one game, it unlocks all of the locked items in that game to the other game. So as soon as I beat Aria of Sorrow here, it's going to send over all of the items. Oh, Claim is in here. Nice. To Symphony of the Night. I wonder if I can afford it. It was like, what, 100K? I might be able to get there. Low key. I might have to sell my final... I probably don't, actually. Is that enough? Oh. Well, then in that case, let's sell a bunch of stuff and then buy some items. And then... Just to be safe. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need you. Don't need you. Feels silly to sell anything that's, you know... not worth much. Like a $40 pendant, that ain't shit. I don't need to... That's fine. Max out on potions. I don't think I'm going to be using mind ups. I might, actually. I don't know. Beef curry, that's basically a full heal. Milk is pretty decent. Noodles is pretty decent. I don't need to buy all this crap, but I will. Just to make sure I don't die. Like, there is 0% chance we're dying now with all this healing. All right. Ain't no way. Should probably put on that claim. And Abaddon is probably better. But all right, show me your worst. It's oh, it's me. Take this. Okay, well, the mirror match. Bro, he's using outdated tech, bro. What do you mean? Bro doesn't even got the claim. He didn't grind. He didn't sell his life savings away for it. Okay. You fight Somokilla in Julius mode, yeah. Alright, well this is very easy. He should be dead soon. Like, I'm just gonna tank the damage. Yeah, I was prepping for fucking Menace. There it is. GG's. Dawn of Sorrow complete. Let's see all the beautiful items get sent over to Symphony of the Night. Holy! Tooth of Vlad, that's one of them. Hold on. We found Tooth of Vlad, Power of Mist. So no, we still are missing one more Vlad. No. Yeah, there wasn't that much left. We have a Varda as well. Leapstone, Power of Mist, Holy Symbol, Mermaid Statue. Wait, we're still missing Jewel of Open as well. Son of a... Dude. Hold on, I want to get to the credits, so the credits are playing in the background here. Oh, nice error. I have no clue what's going on with that, but it should be probably fine. What if it was behind DOP 10? If it's behind DOP 10, then I'm going to have to get creative. All right. All right. Back to SotN. So we need to find Jewel of Open and the... Oh my god! That's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we still need Jewel of Open, and we need one more Vlad relic. And there's still plenty to check, so... Is that Alucard? Okay, well, we have that now. That's fun. Show me swords for Moblung. Okay. Like, I was hoping we would be done, but... It's okay. That would have been a pretty fast multi-world, though. To solo one in under 3 hours. Okay, these money items do not matter. We're basically playing a solo game now. With a bunch of dead checks. We got the furry plate. Let's go. Twilight cloak. Pot roast. If we don't find it here in Castle Keep, I think that means it was behind Doppelganger 10. Oh my god. No. No. Demon card second castle. That's also a possibility, yeah. There's a couple things we left in second castle as well. So I guess it's not Jover, but it's going to feel really bad if we don't find it. No, it's not here, is it? Oh no, chat. No. It's not looking good. Need to start a new save file, most likely. Well, that's actually not true, but I appreciate you being so invested that you would think that that is the case. No, we don't need to start a new save file. Don't worry, Hito Beat. I can make this work. It's just how much cheating am I going to allow myself to do? Because I could beat the game right now. But... yeah, we still don't have Soul of Wolf either. All of that is locked in SotN. Oh, hey, yeah. Heart refresh. So weird. So... that is first castle full cleared. Correct? Because we cannot do anything that is locked by Jewel of Open. So we go back to second castle. And there's a couple of checks in second castle that we can do. So let's go do that. I forgot the professional cheater is playing, yeah.
I've been waiting for you.
Bro, I'm behind you.
Answer me.
What are you talking about, Richter? I've been waiting for you. For what? For me to Umairo Shinderu you? Like, what the hell? And now he's giving me the freaking blowjob animation? God damn it. From behind, too? Also, that removes my Alucard shield spell. Hold on. Why is it impossible to find the goddamn Malblung? Telescope room is not a check now. The checks are any item location. And all bosses. Those are the locations.
Interested in this. The Belmont BJ animation.
Yep. Yep. Thank you very much, Ivan. Oh, Twilight Cloak as well. We haven't done Twilight Cloak. We haven't done Reverse Alucard. We haven't done the Waterfall checks. And we haven't done Reverse Demon Card. I think that's it. That's like 5 checks. We've done every check in the game except for those 5 checks, I'm pretty sure. I could ask for a hint to see where exactly Jewel of Open is as well, if I need to. No, I did the confession booth for funsies, and it just dropped the normal grape juice. Not here. So next I want to warp to castle entrance, I think. I could also do reverse Alucard first, actually. If that was the case, I should have went all the way to Colosseum. It would have been slightly faster, but this is fine. Maybe this movement actually makes this faster. I don't know. Yeah. I want to avoid asking for hints because I'll feel very underwhelmed if I needed a hint to go to a location that I had access to. Especially because I'm fairly certain I have everything in my brain, which is very rare for me, as to all the locations that I need to check. And if it's not behind any of those, then I am lost for sure. So I basically just want to see if I can suss it out using my brain. So this is some checks. Not here, it seems. There's something down here. Right here, no. So next up should be Waterfall and into Reverse Demon Card, I guess. And I'm just double checking the map real quick to see if I forgot something obvious. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. If it's Doppelganger 10, that's really funny. Because with every check we do, the odds of it being behind Doppelganger 10 gets higher and higher. I guess there are items here, right? So it theoretically could be here as well. Well, it's not. It's just cheese. But these are items that I forget about, genuinely. We did Alucard Sword. Yeah, we've already done Alucard Sword. Yeah, Reverse Waterfall, I think. It's Reverse Waterfall and Reverse Demon Switch. And I think that's it. I'll double check the maps one last time before giving up and asking for a hint. Oh, actually, these checks too. Reverse entrance checks. I forgot there's more items here than just barrel circlet. That should probably be reported. Hobrev, I hate to break it to you. There is nobody working on the development of Symphony of the Night Archipelago. So I would report it to nobody. Good. Yeah, I think development of SotN Archipelago is essentially dead now. So this is the final version. I mean, somebody else could pick up development and work on it more and update stuff, but Scale of Wolf, it was a relic out here, but not Soul of Wolf. If it was Soul of Wolf, we could play the game. We're looking for Soul of Wolf or Jewel of Open. I think those are the only two things that unlock more checks for us. It's a SotN bug anyways. Yes, but if there's progression behind Doppelganger 10, you need to have the randomizer. If you want a non-soft lockable randomizer, you need to have a way. Was that a pizza? You need to have a way for the randomizer to essentially give you the extra item that you're missing. If you want it done through normal gameplay means. There's no item up here, right? Yeah. I always remember there being an item there, but there isn't one. All right. Nope, not here. Not here. Not here. Ruh-roh. One more right here? Nope. I think it's reverse demon room. And that's it. Because we did all these items. We have demon card, yeah. We've also done, like, most checks in SotN, according to the tracker. You didn't check Alucard mail? Where is Alucard mail? Oh, you're right. I didn't check Alucard mail. Yeah, reverse All Rocks Garnet. Yeah. You're right. So that is another check we can do after this. That's just a oopsie, my brain forgot. We can warp there quickly after this, thankfully, so it's not the end of the world. Where's my freaking demon man? There he is.
This switch hasn't been pressed yet.
You haven't pressed it, bro. Of course it hasn't been pressed yet. And he's gone forever. Bye-bye, demon man. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, it's here. Okay. There it is. Whew.
I'm interested in this.
How perceptive demon man he.
He's trying his best, all right? Thank you, Ivan. To the caverns, where we have basically the rest of the checks. It could be at Silver Ring, which would be really annoying, because Silver Ring is in logic right now. And Dawn did send me Spike Breaker. I'm going to check Silver Ring first, just in case. Because Dawn hasn't done anything for SotN, if I remember correctly. Except for, I guess, Vlad Relics. I guess Dawn had Vlad Relics. But progression-wise, I think SotN got all of its own progression on its own outside of Vlad Relics. So I don't know if that, like, means anything or not. I don't know. I'd still like to know what Doppelganger 10 took to the Shadow Realm. I guess I could find out, realistically, right? I think you can find out using the hint system. How do you do hints again? Location? If I just type in Doppelganger 10. No? How does this shit work? Command/hint location. Cannot find command. Is it Doppelganger space 10? What's the Hold on. When I kill a boss, What does it look like? Oh, it would say Olrox's quarters dash Olrox item. So it would be /hint location. It would have to be outer wall, outer space wall dash doppelganger 10 item. Could not find command location. Well, never mind. I don't know. If someone wants to figure out how to make that work, feel free to. Unless Doppelganger has a space in it, which it shouldn't. It's hint underscore location. Motherfucker. That didn't work. Would you like to try something else? I could try Doppelganger 10 with a space in it, but it shouldn't have a space in it. This was nothing. Okay. I'll grab it for funsies. Yeah, so unless we know the exact location and how to type it in, we're not going to get to know, sadly. Which does frustrate me, but oh well. I think I could just look at the spoiler log as well. I think there's a spoiler log that I can look at. We have Jewel of Open? Yes, we just grabbed it. Also, why does the timer keep pausing itself? Stop doing that. Since I'm using this so I can still generate one. Okay. We'll take a look at that, maybe once we're done then. Cat eye circlet. All right, well, time to just find the needle in the haystack. Yo, is that shield rod? Nice. What the fuck was that even? What was that blue? What could that have possibly been? Dawn of Sorrow was already in go mode. Very silly. So the way that the rando works is I'm pretty sure we need to find Soul of Wolf. Or not need to, but Soul of Wolf should be available on this layer somewhere. Whether or not that leads to Final Vlad or not, I don't think is guaranteed, but... Is that the guy from GDQ? What? Oh, there it is. All right, let's go beat the game. I am a guy from GDQ, for sure. Yeah, I was on the stream. I think you're making a joke. I'm assuming you're making a joke. And I'm just not reading it right now, and that's fine. Sorry, my brain is melted from a 3-hour multi-world rando. The archipelago does that to the brain. You're dead serious? Okay, so if you're dead serious, and I mean this with all due respect, I guess you just felt like asking me the question as opposed to like doing 2 seconds to Google my name in GDQ. But that's fine. You're allowed to ask in chat. I don't mind. I was just confused, genuinely, and that's fine. It's my fault. So I will go. Like I said, my brain is fucking melted, bro. Headphone warning. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Whoa! Get in there. Appreciate that, Orlith. Hope you are doing well, my dude. I've been watching for a long time. That was a joke? Okay. What the fuck? Dude, stop mind-fucking me right now. You said you were dead serious. I'm out of here, bro. Holder of ashtrays. I'm in a vulnerable mental position right now. All right. My brain has been absolutely melted by 3 hours of Multiworld Rando. Oh. Yeah, could have been worse, for sure. Did I hydrate? I've hydrated a decent amount. I need more water, though. I'm definitely going to get water after this run's over. Can I get an orb? I've made my opinion on orb many a times known. I'm still to this very day kind of a little bit sad that that's the meme that has broken containment. Damn, people are flaming me. You're fine, dude. It's okay. They're flaming you because you failed to read the room properly and you went for a joke that didn't land. It's fine. It happens to all of us. To be fair, I feel like that's a joke that could have landed in another context if my brain was willing to put in 10% more effort. But you're fine. But yeah, part of me feels bad for the Super Mario World community because that was like their joke, and now it's a GDQ joke. But yeah.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother.
Oh man, that wasn't even bad, dude. 3 hours is not bad for a solo 2-player, 1-player,
You have been doomed ever since
2-game
the ability
archipelago. I mean, it was over 400 checks. Not bad. Some games solo have over 400 checks, so could have been worse for sure. Could have been worse for sure. But GG's, y'all. If you're watching this on YouTube and you watch the whole thing, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's a free way to support your boy, as always. Join the live stream on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz so you can watch these live. And I'll see you next time, YouTube. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
She also said